my fellow Canadians. We just passed a tipping point of insanity by our own government. They have allowed that Bill C-10 to go through, which is an agonizing, horrible, horrible backwardness of what Canada stands for. I'm frustrated. I'm angry. I'm fucking angry. It's not fair. It's not fair we live in a world where we're allowed to have these backward people to be put in place who years of people working for, striving for, and Canada had a wonderful image for years against the wars and everything, and now what do we have? We are ignoring even the facts of obviousness. Ooh, I just fucking am angry! And I'm a pot smoker. I'm fucking frustrated. I'm frustrated when I know right now Canada put a bill out, a law out, that pushes us backwards in fucking time. Backwards! Where United States already has 2 different states that have allowed for decriminalization. They will have a battle with their federal government on a lot of these issues, but it sounds like it's going to happen. They have cafes that are going to have opened from what I've heard, and are opening, where people or adults can make choices, you know, legally, and not be afraid, and not have to deal with idiot people or wrong people who try to get you hooked on other drugs because all you like is your cannabis and you're not an alcohol user. You don't like all of the other illicit drugs because of obvious reasons, humongous damaging. And you find this beautiful plant that you're lied to and told that it's harmful for you. It's gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt your lungs. It's gonna hurt your brain. It's gonna hurt you in all aspects and form, and you find out as you continually use it over the years, it's nothing but a fucking bald-faced lie. And when you start to learn real truths, the real reasons of why it's illegal, don't tell me it's not, when the pharmacies must be aware by now the humongous benefits of what this plant is capable of doing. We know that they're trying to patent and have patented. United States has numerous patents on certain cannabinoids of this plant. What does that tell you? When you do the research and you see that the cannabinoids that they're patenting for these plants are for numerous planned pills and medications, instead of allowing you to take the plant. Why? Why? Because they can't patent a plant. Any person out there can grow this plant, make it into a medicine form, not have diabetes, not have diseases, fight all cancers away. It is an essential nutrient, a vitamin that is very essential and needed for our bodies every day. When you start to learn of other people, the United States, this wonderful doctor who showed that the raw form of cannabis, when it is eaten, takes 600 milligrams of this eaten to feel a high, to feel the effects of the cannabis plant. Whereas when you smoke it, it's only 10 milligrams to get high, and it goes straight to your brain. And smoking decarboxylizes your medicine. It makes 90% of that medicine, poof, go up in the air and smoke. Yet, our government still allows that 10% issued to the patients and people needing it, knowing how beneficial. I was so sick for so fucking long, and they're trying to take this from me. They're trying to kill me. That's how I feel. I feel inside. They're trying to take my motherfucking life. I found a way to live where I can be helpful to my wife and my family and my children, to no longer be crying over a fucking toilet because you're so sick. The pains are so bad, you're wishing God would just put you out of your misery. Continually, you're wondering if your intestines are going to rupture because the pain is so severe, and it has happened to other family members, so you're thinking it's just a matter of time. Do you want Crohn's disease? Well, that's where I was headed. Numerous allergies, trying to change my diet, everything that I could helps in some aspects, but nothing makes a difference in comparison to when I eat this plant, when I eat it in raw form, when I eat it in its essential oil form. Either way, just miraculousness comes over. Everybody I've ever allowed people to try this and go out and seek the truth. Now fuck you, Canada. I cannot believe you've done this. I can't believe we've allowed this to happen in our fucking lives. Why are we going backwards when we know that this plant is non-harmful? It has nobody dying from it. People are still dying from water. Too much potatoes and they die. There is a lethal dose in so many things, and this plant has none. When it was finally fucking found out, when it was finally put together in a court battle, it was shown that there was no lethal dose. They could never find it. They kept feeding it to the animals, but the animals never died. You can do it with all other things. You've got things dying left, right, and center. Aspirin. You take enough of them, you'll never have a motherfucking headache again, I promise you. Cocksucking. Ooh, frustrated. I cocksucking rant. This is my fucking rant. I can't live this way with a stupid-ass government. I have to become a part of the politics or something. I have to speak out, be a voice, because I can't stand this. Why are we going backwards? Okay, what have we done? We've gotten rid of Mark Emery nicely, eh? No more political aspect poking the fucking bear with a stick anymore, eh? He was a wonderful person trying to make a change for us. Then we got Rick Simpson, who brought out a numerous amount of truths on how potentially amazing this plant is. How many different healing aspects it has. You can cure skin cancer, and the fucking pharmacy's still fighting with it. People dying still of skin cancer. This plant will remove it in a week or two. Just topically. God, if you eat it, it's even more so because you cannot die. You will not get lung cancer. You will not get bronchitis. You will not get any of these things that they try to confirm and say that it's like cigarettes with. Why? Because the very same chemicals in this plant that heal the cancers and heal the diseases will prevent you from ever losing lung capacity even. They did a study. A marathon runner took off, man. They did 2 tests on him. One, he smoked cigarettes. The second one, he smoked cannabis. When he smoked the cigarettes, your lung capacity diminished. You can no longer hold the same amount of air in your lungs because it actually creates a diminishment in your lung capacity. When they allowed the man to smoke marijuana, yes, you still cough and spew the yuckiness that comes with it, but at that same time, no lung capacity diminishment. His lung capacity was still at the very same at the end of the race, able to hold the same amount of air capacity. Why? Because it's not fucking cigarettes, people! Get it in your goddamn head! It's not tobacco! It's a plant that was given by God that can heal you in ways you couldn't even imagine! But your fucking ass, you got your foot up your ass so fucking far you won't even take a step forward to look and see if it's true! Just go put it on somebody's skin cancer, diabetes, ulcers, watch them heal. When they're about to amputate the legs, say, no, wait, I'll give them this. I'll give them this, a medicine that I have here. Yes, I may go in jail for it, but this man will still have his leg in the end, and you don't have to fucking amputate it, you stupid cocksuckers. These are the things that we start to see. Diseases, cancers. I'm sorry, ma'am. I know you're old and you're going to be going home alone. There's nobody to take care of you or whatnot. But you're old enough to take care of yourself, and we can't do anything more about the cancers or the diseases. And you know what? Rick Simpson did, and he did it freely. This is what made it so amazing. He did it freely. Free! For 4 years, he just said, here, I made this medicine, and yes, I may go to jail, and they may take my life away, but here, look at the truth I found! For fuck's sakes, wake the fuck up, Canada! For God's sakes, please! Stop being stupid! Stop fucking burying yourself in the fucking homes! Another winter goes by, and none of us comes out while they control us like motherfucking puppets! What is wrong? Why won't you just take this little bit of leap of faith? There are so many of you. Wow, I'm having an effect on the surroundings of me. I can't stand it. I'm upset, I'm angry, I'm frustrated. I'm tired of being pushed backwards. This stupid fucking place. Fuck you, Canada. Fuck you. It's not fucking fair. It's not. When I have to be able to see my friends, able to go to any liquor store whenever they feel pleased and pick the numerous different fucking choices, and I have to deal with 1 or 2 people. And when I deal with these people, I have to hope I can get a hold of them. If I can't, I have to wait. There's nothing I could do. Days could go by. It's not fucking fair. It's not fair that people who are patients, people who have been sick, people who know the truth about this plant, and you will never take this fucking truth. Never take this truth from me. You hear me? You will never take this from me. I know the truth. I'll scream aloud if I feel like it because I know enough. Do not smoke the plant for medical purposes. Enjoy! Enjoy! Have fun! But when you're sick, it decarboxylizes your medicine. It will make it 90% of it inert, 10% of it. So if you're using it for enjoyment, smoke it. But if it's for medical purposes, those legal fucking pricks that are keeping us from essentially compacting this into a medicine, a herbal remedy like so many others. This is what Rick Simpson did. He took the plant and he used a process, a very simple process as many people have done the years before, to extract just the necessary cannabinoids in an essential oil form. No different than you would if you were having certain different kinds of other oils, you know, that you would take for herbal remedies. By doing so, you will never overdose, you will never take too much, and you build a tolerance to this medicine. You can take a small amount, and over time build huge tolerance where you can take huge amounts. And when you do so, you will see cancers run away, diabetes, diseases back off and go away. Things that this pharmacy still cannot do happens when you do this with this plant. When you continue to take it over a period of time, over the period of years, you do nothing but get healthier and healthier. I'm speaking personally, but from my own body, that on 2 occasions went over 300 pounds. And that has never happened since 5 years ago when I was gifted with this knowledge. And I took the leap of faith. I took it because I had no other choice. I was so sick. The pharmacies, the doctors, what do? They want to operate and cut pieces out of you eventually until, oh, that's what we'll do after the medicines no longer work and the side effects from the medicine that cause other issues in your body. I will not live that way. When I know that the cannabinoids that exist in my very body exist in this plant, and the two of them together, I live with a homeostasis within me. People underweight will gain it because they'll gain by munchies. You've heard of the munchies. But at that same time, when you're overweight, something miraculous happens. When you eat the medicine, all of a sudden you start to eat less and less. You don't even notice your plates are getting diminished smaller and smaller portions because you're full easier. You're satisfied and you don't even think about it. It's not something you need to have now all the time as a placement or a replacement of whatever the hell was missing in your body. The cannabinoids did this for me and many other people. You just need to try it. It is the ultimate diet. Why? Because there's no pain. There's no suffering. When I went hungry per se, there wasn't this huge pain of grossness, the sharp stabbing pains, or even just if you eat too much the night before and you wake up and you've got that gut rot, you know, these things, or when you're so hungry that you're starving to death, and your stomach feels so bad and your body feels so bad, you think you're gonna die, man. There's something wrong inside because the hunger is making you sick, like you want to puke your guts out. None of this happened. When I went off the weight, it was miraculous. It was the most fabulous thing that ever happened to me. You know, I've been gifted with this knowledge, and more so because I took a leap of faith. I believed in God. I believe in God with all my heart, every day, all the time. Every time I look at it, a flower, an ant walking, a tree, my dogs, my family, my grandchildren, my children, every part of it. I thank God. I praise. I'm so happy that I have the life that I have, that I was gifted with the life that I've had even to now. But I know this knowledge is very important because those I love need to know this knowledge. It is not right that our government goes backwards and takes from us what we're trying to. If people knew the truth, they would rise up. They would be so fucking angry if they knew that their little baby in that hospital doesn't need to take the poisons, doesn't need to take the radiation. For Christ's sakes, people, the people you love, you don't need to put them through any of it. This is my rant. This is what I have to say. I can't say it any louder. I don't know what else to try to convince any of you. Please, just go out and fucking find out. Become a voice. Learn this truth. I can't do it anymore alone. I can't do it anymore with a government that keeps going backwards. They take everything, the fucking piece